And we're live from the Brojo. I'm your host,
Kien
Kien Ibanez.
Perfect.
And we're here with
Ryan
Freeman.
Jail camp.
Max Schooley. God, I wish I was drunk right now.
So we're having a good day today.
We have alcohol in the fridge.
We do.
It's
Some in the
getting
freezer.
cold.
It's getting cold.
No, it's not.
No, you took it out?
No, it's all in the fridge
It's
because
all
it
in the
couldn't
fridge.
fit in.
It didn't fit in the freezer.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like we're gonna get more coke, like, because like the con's over. I'm going to like start supplying small copious amounts of alcohol here and there for myself. I mean, for everyone,
yourself.
for myself. Like, I'm gonna have like
Yeah.
a couple of drinks and then pass out.
Huge
so.
quotation marks
Yeah,
around that as Ryan and I finish the bottle when Kien passes out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get like a.
I didn't say you could have any.
I'm gonna have.
I will fight you.
I'm just gonna have an array of whiskey and Coke products in our house.
That sounds like a safe
It
idea.
is a
Get
very-
vanilla Coke.
I will.
No, we
Okay.
almost fucking, what was it, waxed Ryan yesterday.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. We were Ryan was super drunk, and we decided that we decided on a few things. Like, if we get 150 likes, Ryan and I would wear Virgin Killer sweaters.
We will post the pictures.
And then Ryan and I were talking about waxing our face sometime for a live feed.
God.
You were talking about
I
waxing
wax
your
my face. We're gonna wax Ryan's.
I was
sometime.
talking about waxing my legs and waxing my belly.
And you can't just do one leg.
No, I can't.
You gotta do both.
That's the thing
equally.
about waxing my legs. I gotta do both because it's gonna look silly as shit if I'm walking around in shorts.
That's
and
the
have
thing
one
that's
leg
gonna look
waxed.
silly as shit. Yeah, that's the thing that I'm like worried about looking silly.
P.S. Ryan, it hurts. If anybody, the longer your leg hair, the more it hurts.
probably
it won't
assuming-
look silly. If anybody questions it, I'll just look them in the eyes and tell them I'm a swimmer.
Yeah, but then you have
Nobody
facial hair
believes
still.
that.
Like then you have facial hair. I was like a swimmer. You're not supposed to have shit like that.
God damn it. Ha.
Like not even Brian Lochte has that.
It's the off season. I'm just more comfortable without hair on my body.
Okay, that's very besides on my
Perfect.
face. Okay, I get that. I was at a wedding all weekend. It was.
And
Oh, okay. So I may have gotten super drunk.
and
He
he
may
may
have
have fucked up the
Fucked up the wedding speech I was supposed to give.
What?
To get into context of what had happened, is that I did not know I was in the wedding until the day before the wedding.
lies.
No, I
You
knew I
were
was
an
gonna be an
usher.
usher. I knew I was gonna be an usher. That's what my mother told me. Like I've known the bride since I was like a toddler. So like I could understand why I'm in the wedding, but mom lied to me and said I was gonna be just an usher. And then like they're doing the rehearsal and they're like, all the grooms would come, and so there's only 2 groomsmen, and then they're like, Kien. I was like, oh shit, what? He's like, yeah, you're one of the groomsmen. I'm like, oh, okay.
Since when?
What? So I'm like standing there, and then like the DJ's like, all right, we're gonna be doing some wedding speeches. The person at the end starts. I'm like, oh shit. I thought it was just, I thought it was just the best man and the bride maid of honor that would say this speech. It's everybody? Okay. So like I fucking go up. I'm a little drunk now. I'm like 4 beers in from the keg that they had in a church. That was like the most baller move ever. I can remember the priest just telling me like, you guys can't get drunk before the wedding, and the other 2 guys in the wedding like, shit, really?
Fuck. Well, we can't go to the wedding.
Yeah. So here I am, just like standing up. Like I was like, Maria, I've known you since I was 2, and you've always been such a loving and nice person to me and my mom, and you're like a really sweet lady, and I'm really glad you finally got the wedding that you wanted, and like I hope Steve treats you well. The groom's name is Gary.
No.
Little did everybody know, she's with Steve now.
She's with Steve now.
Plot twist.
So, which then I looked like a dipshit, and then like the next person's like, I'll pass, and so he's like, okay. I was like, I could have fucking passed. And then everyone else was like, congrats, I'm glad you got married. And that's all. I was like,
Fuck you.
I put a lot of fucking effort in mine. But I guess I'm the only one who looks like an asshole. Thank
Puts
you.
in most effort, looks like biggest dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you did score at the
I got a number.
Yeah.
I
was
got
gonna
a
say the number.
business card. Maybe got a business card.
He also
Maybe I could take
distracted
your
from the
pictures
slow dance
sometime.
pictures.
I had distracted from the slow dance pictures. I was like,
Nice.
no, she was like taking pictures. I was like, so you want to dance? She's like, I'm kind of doing my job. I'm like, this is the slow dance pictures. They're gonna play like 30 fucking minutes of Elvis and shit like this, and like, it's gonna be the same picture no matter what. You're gonna get the same time of them awkwardly dancing, swaying. So might as well just have fun while you're at this wedding. And so we danced and we talked, and she gave me her business card. So I'm just implying that she wants me to like and share on Facebook.
Yeah, that's all she wants.
Sure.
Yeah. So anyone else been doing anything fun this week?
No.
Not this week.
What? Oh yeah, how was Arizona? I forgot to ask.
Arizona was fucking lit. It is. I'd say Phoenix is probably up there in at least like my top 3 favorite cities. Phoenix was pretty damn lit.
Because of the Suns? The NBA team, the Phoenix Suns? You don't?
I am going to punch you.
You don't watch basketball? No one else here besides you watches basketball?
I don't watch basketball.
Okay.
No, but I did see the Arizona Cardinals stadium, and that was lit.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you
Cool.
about that. How was the Cardinal Stadium?
It was really cool. It felt a lot. It felt a lot smaller than I imagined it to be.
A lot
Like,
of a lot of stadiums are pretty small compared. Like
Yeah,
they
I know,
make them
but-
like seem big.
I've been to Lambeau Field a couple of times, and that feels like it might be because it's outdoors and not
Well,
like in an arena.
It's a
but
it's a
like-
baseball field, which is I think
It's much more smaller.
than a football field.
Yeah, football fields are much bigger.
Yeah, no, like the Arizona Cardinals guys.
Go the football team.
The football team. It's on
You're
a football
all
field.
dumb.
Oh,
You're
no,
all fucking
what?
retarded.
Oh my god, I was thinking of the St.
The
Louis Cardinals.
Diamondbacks are the fucking baseball
I
team
was
in
thinking of the
Arizona,
St.
you
Louis
morons.
I was thinking of the
Cardinals.
St. Louis Cardinals. We were thinking of the St. Louis Cardinals.
You'll need another beer.
It's a baseball field. Baseball fields are a lot smaller than a football field. That confused me so much before I realized that you didn't know I was talking about the fucking football team. I was like,
shit.
what? I was like, what do you mean by that? Like,
Why do they play
it is a
football?
football
No,
field.
baseball field.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
What?
That's my fault. That's my fault. I'm
All right.
But yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah. Did you do anything else fun? Like, what were you down there for, anyways?
I'd say I was down there for a graduation.
Mhm.
One of my old friends that I used to work with, her son was graduating, so I went down there for that. But it was also for a get together for all of us because we hadn't seen each other for a while. So
Yeah.
basically just a bunch of old friends meeting up.
And
Old
drinking.
friends meeting up, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what it is.
And getting hellaciously drunk.
Yeah.
I-
Shit, you.
There was
Uh,
a certain someone.
There
that
was a certain,
there.
yeah. I
got-
mean, like,
we're not gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh, we already are.
Oh, we are.
When I got
Ryan
back.
gets flustered when we talk about this.
When
He's slurring his words now
when-
because he's thinking about it.
Let me finish. When I got back
Is that
from
what you
the
said?
Shut the fuck up. When I got back from the trip on Sunday, I ran into one of my friends and they asked me how it was, and I was like, it was really good. I literally don't think I was sober until I got on the plane to go home.
Perfect.
How was the plane ride then?
Back home?
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad.
Were you-
It was better than my flight to Arizona.
Was there a lot of delays or what happened there?
There was so like we're about to take off. Then all of a sudden the captain comes over the intercom, which is never a fucking good sign.
Nope.
When you're about to get on the runway, it's just like.
By the way.
So he's just like, and me being a person that's already like flying scares the shit out of me. I don't
Yeah.
like it.
I
So
feel you on that one.
and he comes over the intercom and he's just like, so we're having a maintenance issue, so we're going to pull to the side and have our techs come and look at it. If we would just be a little bit patient, we'll have the flight up and running in no time. An hour and 30 minutes later, Captain comes over the intercom, says, so this is something that we can just like, I can't remember what the fuck he used for it, but it was something they could just write off and not have to worry about or whatever. So I was like, all right.
The fucking Frappuccino
Let's
machine
go.
in the cockpit wasn't working or some
And-
bullshit like that.
And they're just like, so we're just gonna get like the fuel we need, like get refueled so we have enough fuel for the flight.
They didn't have enough
And-
fuel to begin with?
No, because sitting there drained the fuel
Oh,
for the
shit.
flight. And so they're just like, so it'll just be a couple more minutes and then we'll get you up and running. Another hour later, we're finally getting on the runway and taking off. So my plane was like 2 hours and 30 minutes behind what it should have been.
Wow.
So
Awesome.
Did you drink on the
no,
plane?
it's fun. Yeah, I did.
How much you spend on that?
A lot. Too
much.
much. Too much.
You should
I
smuggle
think
your own shit in.
I think the funnest thing I did while I was in Arizona was we did an escape room.
Those things are awesome.
And
I saw the
that
picture.
was lit.
My favorite one is like the one in Des Moines. There's like one where you can be like handcuffed in first.
Oh,
and it's
shit.
like claustrophobic as fuck.
Nope.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Nope.
And then one was like just really lame because it was like solve mysteries. And like I had a what the fuck?
I don't know where Jay is going,
Yeah.
but I don't want to
Yeah,
know.
the other one that we were in, we had to solve like mysteries, and I had a guy who was like borderline autistic solving all the puzzles. Like
Jay was with you?
yeah, it was weird.
Fuck you.
The one
A
we
white version of Jay.
That's disappointing.
The one we did, it was there was 3 choices for what you could do. There was an alien one, Wild West, and then a kidnapped one. We chose the kidnapped one because it sounded the funnest, and it was also the hardest one that you could do out of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 groups that went before us didn't finish. We finished with 15 minutes to spare, so I mean, there's that. But it
Brain's
was
super smart.
what they do is at the beginning, they separate you off. So 2 of you are rescuers, and the other 2 are prisoners. And the rescuers are trying to get to the prisoners, while you're both like trying to solve puzzles. And then you find each other, and then you do the last room together as a team.
Mm-hmm.
And we're walking in there. We get in there, and the person that's running the place is just like, all right, so one of you is going to get handcuffed to this box. Immediately, I get volunteered to get handcuffed to the box that says caution explosive on it, which it's fake. But I mean, now I know in a real life situation, if there was ever like an explosive that needed to get handcuffed to somebody, I'd be the first one to be volunteered for it.
Yep. Yes, you would.
So, I mean, there's
Take
that.
it for the team, Ryan. It's
Yeah, out of the 4 of us, we'd probably volunteer you for that shit.
Yeah.
But it was really fun. It was
You're also the most likely to live through it.
It was really cool. Like, to get to the last room, we had to open up like this wooden box, and you open it up, and there's like a hole cut out in the wall behind it. It's like attached to the wall, and you walk through it. You go into this last room full of pallets,
yeah.
and you have to take one of those little camera things that they shove down like people's throats and stuff to see inside them, and you have to stick it in one of the boxes and like look at these pictures. And on the wall, there's a bunch of pictures of different like suspects and stuff of like possible people that could have been the ones that kidnapped you.
Was it Jeffrey Dahmer?
And no. And you have to solve for their name. Okay, well, to give context to this on why we were struggling so much with this and why I got into kind of like a
Were you drunk?
mini argument beforehand, we were told that the wait for the kidnapped room was going to be 45 minutes, so we were just like, all right, we'll just go ahead and book it. We'll be right back. And they were just like, okay. Went to a bar across the street.
God damn it.
And, everybody else was fine. 2 of us, myself included, got sloppy drunk before we went in.
Nice.
So we're sitting there. You have to like stick the camera thing into the box, find the picture of the person, find the picture of that person on the wall, find what their alias is, and then on the other wall there's a wheel, and it has letters on one side and another on numbers on the other side, and there's 2 little lines marking where they line up. So you have to put like A on one line, and the other line will tell you what number it is. So you have to get the numbers for like what their alias name is. And this made complete sense to me. My friend, on the other hand, was just all like, we need to solve for alias. And I was like, yeah, the alias is Luna. And she was like, no, we need to solve for alias. And I was like, yeah, the alias is Luna. And she was like, we need to solve for alias. And I was like, yeah. And I read out his full name, and I was like, alias, Luna. And finally she was like, oh. And I was like, yeah. Now we get it.
So,
Clap.
so Arizona seemed lit.
Arizona was lit. There's things that I did down there that I can't talk about, but it was fun. It was a good time.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Ryan
God.
killed another one.
Prostitutes. No kidding. Yeah.
Cocaine?
Yeah. I realized how weird car salesmen are today, though.
Jay, will you quit fidgeting with shit? Jesus.
God, I'm gonna buy you.
He's sitting over there with like a fucking pair of pliers with scissors in them. Just
Fidget
like
spinners.
Yeah, I
God, we need to get
I
Jay
realized.
Fidget spinners
yeah.
are cancer.
When I was a kid,
Yeah,
I just
so
played
are
with
you.
my dick.
Oh, that's true. What?
when you were a kid.
When I was a kid, I just played with my dick. I don't know what all these other kids are
So
doing.
when I
The
married
original
Moranis,
fidget spinner.
The original fidget
Spinner was
spinner
your
in
penis?
your penis.
Yeah, I just kind of realized how like awkward fucking car salesmen are, that they'll like knock on your window and shit if you're just looking around. They're like, hey, what's up? I was like, just looking at cars. What about you? I'm with one of my friends. And he's like, oh, it's really cool. Like, my friend has a child. And so he immediately thinks we have a child. And he's like, oh, you know, I'm the little kid with you. Is it a boy or girl? Girl. Why? She's like, oh, you know, where's she at? You know, hanging out with grandma, grandpa, aunt or uncle. She's with her dad. He's like, okay, well, next question. What kind of car are you looking for?
You know what the amazing thing? I don't know if it was the weather down in Arizona or whatever, but I never had a hangover the entire time I was there for how much I drank.
God damn it.
That's impressive,
That'd
actually.
be awesome.
I gotta give you that.
Could it be your superpower now?
Speaking of superpowers, we can go to the trailers now.
God damn it.
Fuck.
And the
Segues.
Segues.
The
And the
whole
first
podcast.
one is Ever Wonder. Now,
Wait,
it's
what?
Wonder
Oh,
Woman
yeah,
biopic.
yeah.
So basically, it's just a bunch of exposition that has no context, and it ends with them showing a mirrored figure of Wonder Woman, and that ends it.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the biopic of the creator of Wonder Woman, which I've told Jay, Ryan, and Max this now. He was really into BDSM. That's why Wonder Woman has the lasso of truth. And the only way, and this is true, to beat Wonder Woman is to tie her up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
New favorite superhero.
Bitch, she was mine first.
That, and then
Fuck off.
Spider-Man gets a new cartoon series, and we saw a little snippet of it.
Yeah, that
And
looks
I,
good.
Scorpion.
I think it looks fun.
Yeah.
I think it looks fun. Marvel Spider-Man looks really fun to me.
It reminded me of like when we were like young, like middle school, younger age, and you used to watch on like actual Disney Channel,
Yeah.
like Spider-Man Adventures or whatever the fuck it was called, back when Jackie Chan was on and shit like
Well,
that.
that was Jackie Chan
Yeah,
Adventures,
Jackie
and then it was
Chan.
Spider-Man the Animated Series.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
it
gonna
looks like
say-
that animation, and it looks like it'd be good.
I was gonna say I haven't enjoyed a Spider-Man cartoon series since I was little, and the Spider-Man animated series
I
was
like
fun.
Spider-Man Unlimited. That was like my favorite one.
That was the one where he basically went to another planet.
Yeah, it was
right?
Nightmare
Yeah.
Fuel up the
Yeah,
butthole. That was
that
awesome.
one,
Oh.
that series was
Venom
dope.
and Carnage were badass in
See,
that.
that's why I liked that one the most, is because it focused on
On
Venom
Venom
and
and
Carnage,
Carnage, yeah.
and they were my faves.
They were
They're
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And so the next one is Murder on the Orient, or Murder on the Orient.
God damn it. Go sit down.
So
Recording.
Captain Jack Sparrow's in this.
He's
Love
the
it.
murderer. Kidding.
He's
What?
either gonna be the murderer or play some fucking weirdo like the conductor.
Wait,
Yeah.
like, okay, Johnny Depp is in
Yeah.
it.
No.
Okay.
No, he looks like
Gotcha.
Captain Jack Sparrow. Like straight up looks like they took
Has
Captain
Johnny
Jack.
Depp ever played a character that doesn't look like Captain Jack Sparrow since
Edward
Pirates of the
Scissorhands.
Caribbean?
Oh, I was gonna say, never mind then.
Since
Uh,
the Pirates of the
Mordecai.
Caribbean.
Mordecai.
Okay,
Mordecai,
Mordecai.
yeah.
But that movie blew chunks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really shitty.
I think for me, it's basically Clue.
Yeah, it's basically a murder mystery on this fucking train with a bunch of.
Like the maid, the
Semi-prestigious
assistant,
people.
salesman,
And
the
the butler.
the
They're
butler.
not cold. I don't care.
and then like it looks interesting
It looks
enough.
good.
It looks interesting
Oh,
enough.
fucking-
Ridley Scott's doing it.
Johnny Depp's in it. Johnny Depp is the kind of person.
say that Ridley Scott is doing it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I
Oh
did.
my
God, I'm gonna come over this movie.
Yeah. Johnny Depp's in it. Johnny Depp's the person who will always play. Okay, mostly plays a very important role. So I feel like he's either gonna be the murderer,
I don't know. Have you seen
gonna
Yoga
be the
Hoser?
first person that dies,
I was the first person who dies.
Wiener Schnitzel.
or he's very important, like the fucking conductor.
Yeah,
Like-
I don't know. Or he plays weird side characters.
Yeah.
Like, I think my favorite Johnny Depp for a while, the only one, it was probably. Oh, and he's a producer. He's not a director.
No, I'm still gonna come over.
Okay. It's directed by Kenneth Branagh, and that's who's the detective you were talking about.
Okay.
He directed Thor. But no, for me, I just whatever. It looks okay enough.
It'll be a movie you watch once, because then you'll figure out the end and be done.
Yeah.
So it's like Now You See Me, where it's not good watching twice.
I don't
Not
mind it.
really, unless.
I thought Now You See Me was entertaining though.
Yeah, unless
It was
it's
entertaining,
something
yeah.
where, like, once you've seen the end, you want to watch it again just so that you can notice all the shit in the movie. That
Yeah.
might be the only reason
Yeah,
you
I
watch it
get,
again.
yeah. Then it goes Batman and Harley Quinn. I think that looks really
fun.
interesting.
Mhm.
It looks like a fun.
Yep.
It's a homage to the classic Batman the animated series.
Yeah.
Kevin Conroy
Kevin
versus
Conroy.
Batman.
Not
in it.
Batman.
Yeah, it looks really fun.
It does.
Photosynthesis Man and Poison Ivy are turning people into plants. That's pretty much it.
And then there's Nightwing.
Yeah, and Nightwing.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, Nightwing.
Then we have Little Hours, which
That
is
looks funny as shit.
it
It
looks
does.
funny as fuck. Basically a bunch of nuns that are committing infidelity to Dave Franco, and he's just caught in the middle of all of this, and he's trying to like cope with life, and like there's a scene where he's like, I committed sodomy. That's sodomy too? I thought sodomy was like putting your finger up your butthole while that's also sodomy. Oh, I'm gonna assume you did that too. Yes.
It's set like during like the Middle Ages or something
Yeah.
like
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it looks really funny, and I think it looks super interesting.
I am a Dave Franco fan, so.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
And then we have Preacher Season 2.
Yep.
that. It looks pretty dope.
It looks
Don't know
pretty.
anything
It
about
brings the Saint to Killers, and I am so excited. I love the book. I love the book series, which is different from the comics because
So-
there's a lot of fucked up shit you
What is
can't
this
do.
set? Like the apocalypse or what?
No, it's just modern day
Modern day?
America.
Mhm.
Like it starts off in a bum-tucked small town, and Jesse Custer gets possessed by a half angel, half demon deity that's stronger than God.
Huh.
When God's gone, and it's basically like it was Supernatural before Supernatural was a show.
It doesn't matter now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Hellblazer and all these other like awesome dark comics mean nothing. Like people are like, "We'll just ripped off Supernatural." I'm like, dude, those
It
were
didn't,
way
though.
before that.
Well, Hellblazer was the Constantine comic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the Constantine didn't the Keanu Reeves Constantine movie come out way before
Yeah, I
Supernatural?
think
Yeah.
It did.
But that had nothing to do with the.
Comics,
The
yeah. I know.
comics.
It was
No.
still
That, they ended
It
up
was an
making
interesting
that
movie.
semi-canon with Nick Necro in the comics. I'm weird, I know.
It was
Yeah.
semi-canon.
It
I
was
would
semi-canon.
not take it to
Like
heart.
multi,
though.
it was like Constantine in Hellblazer phrases. There's multiple Earths. There's probably one where I have dark hair and
Yeah.
investigate
See,
stuff
I've never
in Los
seen
Angeles.
it. I mean, I never read the
I
comics.
enjoyed the movie.
The
Yeah, it was
interesting.
fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It wasn't like a good movie, but I enjoyed
Shia
it.
LaBeouf dies.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah,
then
it
it goes
does.
to the one I'm anticipating, Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah.
Live action trailer.
That'll be good.
It literally looks like it's following at least the first 6 episodes.
At least.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping we get the awesome scene where he's fucking taken by the weird the gourmet duel, and like it's like my favorite scene.
So how many episodes of Tokyo Ghoul are there?
26.
26.
Really?
It's a good
Yeah.
series. You
It's
should watch
13.
it.
Yeah, it's 13 episode
It's on
story
Hulu,
arcs.
I think.
It's on Funimation
It's on
that I
Funimation.
own.
That's
Yeah.
not working at the moment.
Subscribe and
because
share
of
in Funimation and Crunchyroll. I don't have any funding from them, but I'm just gonna plug that because I love
Because
them.
they're awesome.
They're
They are.
awesome. They
Give us funding.
give us funding.
All the money.
A&W, Coca-Cola, Jack Daniels, you know.
You know, just about
If a
everything.
liquor company could sponsor us,
Oh.
game changer.
Yeah.
Our podcast.
I will drink only Jack Daniels if you sponsor
Whoever
us.
sponsors us, we will solely drink.
If
and
it's
make drunk
Keystone,
podcasts.
fuck it, we're just gonna
Oh
just.
God.
We will grow to like it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Jack Daniels is my favorite drink already. It's just that whiskey
Yeah.
gets you fucked up way too quickly,
It gets
so I
you-
drink beer.
Oh god, yeah, yeah. And so now we go to the news, and Top Gun 2 gets a title, and it makes me so happy. It's called Top Gun Maverick.
Gay.
Gay.
Shut up, y'all just
Danger
don't.
Zone.
It should have just been called Top Gun 2.
Lana.
You all
What?
just do not understand
Danger
why you guys just don't understand the amazingness that is fucking Top Gun.
Kien comes his pants every time Top Gun pops
I
up on TV.
love Top Gun. I
If
think
the
it's,
trailer for Top Gun 2 doesn't feature the Danger Zone song,
It's going to.
10 out of 10 will not see it.
pretty positive it's going to. It's going to feature the Danger Zone. Way to the danger zone.
Special
I
guest
mean, you
appearance.
guys just don't understand how my love for Top Gun just really brings it on.
He's literally on the Top Gun wiki right now.
No, I'm actually on the wiki for our next news story,
Lies.
which is the New Mutant casting, the X-Men New Mutant casting. That was for Thank you. That was for the TV for the movie horror X-Men horror movie that they're making. Charlie Heaton from Stranger Things
Yeah.
was cast
What does he
as.
play? In the Stranger Things.
He's about to tell you.
No, in Stranger Things.
He's the older fucking brother. I don't know. He's the retarded looking one.
Oh, okay, that one. Yep.
Yeah, I never really watched Stranger Things.
Oh.
Jonathan Byers.
I couldn't get into Stranger.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
not
really good.
my show. Was cast as Cannonball, who has the power to control kinetic energy and explode.
So he's
He's
from
Cannonball.
the new X-Men, or from Daredevil.
No, what?
You mean
Yeah, the chick from the Daredevil, not Daredevil.
you're talking
fucking
about Deadpool, Megasonic Teenage?
No,
Yeah.
no. Her kinetic energy, she has to rush. She runs. His is that he charges up and blows up.
It didn't look like she ran in the movie. She just blew up.
No, she ran. She had to get a charging start.
She definitely ran in the movie.
How about
Yeah.
when she just launched him on the plate? Up
She
onto
jumped.
Okay.
Yeah, hers
Okay.
literally involves her. Fuck off, dude. Hers involves. It's an X-Men thing. They all have similar powers, okay?
Yeah, they do.
And then two unknowns have been cast. Henry
Yeah,
Zaga
something up really quick.
has been cast as Roberto De Costa, which is Sunspot. He
What?
controls fire.
Oh boy.
And then Blue Hunt has been cast as Daniel Moonstar,
You don't get to know what I'm looking
and she controls. And
Oh,
she's like shoots like psychic arrows. She's a psychic lady.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And it's scheduled to be released April 13th, 2018.
Fuck.
Who's directing that?
I don't know.
Hopefully not Brian Singer.
Nope, probably not. The Jetsons movie is in production with the Sausage Party director.
That should be interesting.
And as long as there's not like a weird like futuristic metal robot orgy at the end. I think I'm good.
God.
I'm pretty sure that's his calling card now. There
Yeah.
has to be an orgy somewhere in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm all for that.
An
No.
R-rated Jetsons film.
Do we know the rating for this movie
It's
yet?
gonna be PG.
Are you sure?
Pretty fun. I hope
It could be a hard PG, I bet.
Dude
PG-13.
directed Sausage Party.
Yeah.
How many years ago did Deadpool come out?
A year.
A
2
year
years ago, I thought.
Okay,
No.
I'm good.
It's 2016.
What?
Oh my god, you
What?
son of a bitch.
What
I know
the
what he's thinking.
fuck?
What?
I know what he's
Okay,
thinking.
I was gonna say that Megasonic Teenage Warhead is really hot, but I didn't know.
Yeah, she's of age now.
Yeah. So I'm all
Wow.
good.
God damn it.
Because I was gonna say she definitely ran in the movie because I remember looking whenever she ran.
God, you're a fucking.
You
was
were
like-
too old then. Stop
She
saying
was
this.
underage back then.
She was 18 then.
No, she wasn't during filming.
No, she's 20 now.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she was 18 during filming, but that's still too fucking close for you, right?
Robbing a cradle.
4 years, baby.
Yeah, she's 18.
It's
right?
good enough.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
It's getting awesome.
Now it's only 2 years.
Yeah.
You watch the movie, she's still 18.
Are you using your map right now?
Yeah, I'm watching his smoke come out of his ears.
No, I would have been. Cause
You
then-
would have been a
I
2-year
was-
difference.
we
Then
were
I would have been
21.
20. It's fine.
We were 21, Ryan.
You were 21 because you were drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Josh Gad has been trolling Twitter, and this is just because I want to bring up like trolling Twitter with the Penguin casting that he wants to be cast in a Batman movie as Penguin. I don't want it.
I want it.
All right.
Josh Gad was Olaf?
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want a Batman movie for a while.
No, I will be okay without a Batman.
Give
movie
it to
for a
me.
while.
Make them do song and dance.
If-
Frozen Batman.
Like Mr. Freeze singing.
Mr. Freeze and the Penguin are the villains of this. I'll be okay.
Yeah, okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's
Which
back.
I think, when you thought about it, I think it would have made a lot more sense if you had Penguin and fucking Mr. Freeze being the villains together instead of Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an open door.
He doesn't talk like
God.
that, but he's just like, love is an open door. It's not as deep anymore.
Christian Bale did it better.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. He's not Batman anymore.
Nobody's Batman anymore.
Ben Affleck is not my Batman.
Got it. And to just get on to a few more DC news, Aquaman takes place after Justice League,
Cool.
which
All
makes
right.
sense.
Yep.
Suicide Squad filming may start next May.
Okay.
And the
They're
Wonder Woman
refilming?
director signed on to
sequel.
Wonder Woman 2.
Yay!
Yay!
More slow-mo, more exposition, more extremely long pauses.
Yay! We'll get to that when we come back after.
I just gave my complaints.
Yay!
Yay!
Basically,
Avengers 3 adds Black Panther's Winston Duke, who plays Great Ape in the man who plays Man Ape in the Black Panther movie, which makes me believe that Thanos has a secondary plan that is to destroy the Avengers on their home turf, and that's what Avengers
Herm turf.
for their home turf. Just so that's what I feel like. What leads into all the solo movies after Infinity Wars is
Can
that
that
like
be a T-shirt?
Herm turf.
Herm
Yeah,
turf.
Herm
I
turf.
also thought of another T-shirt. I
Oh,
want
God.
competent to be a T-shirt.
Yeah. Or Jesus fucking Christ.
Fuck you guys.
JFC. Yeah, that's Jay's. But no, like what I mean, what I feel like it happens.
Jesus fried chicken.
Yeah. What I mean
Yes.
is that what I
Where
mean.
can I find such
Yeah.
thing?
In the Holy Church during the fish fry.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not chicken, you idiot.
Yeah, it's
Chicken to see.
Catholic chicken during Fridays on
Yeah.
Lent. But no, like
That's a dumb rule, by the way. Why Friday?
because that's when Jesus was doing
That's when we
stuff.
fry stuff.
Well, yeah, Friday. Like we fry fish.
Y'all
Friday.
idiots.
Yeah.
Jesus gave his life for your sins.
He
But he
gave him-
didn't stay
Good
dead.
for him.
He gave his
Yeah.
He
weekend.
didn't stay dead though. So what did he really give? His weekend. He gave up his weekend to
He
save
gave.
your sins.
He took our sins for 3 days, and it was like, fuck this. You
Yeah.
can have them.
Yeah, you guys all suck. And then Adam Wingard is directing Godzilla versus King Kong. He did the new Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Apparently he's a big fan of kaiju, so like I guess.
So is this gonna be the
Yeah.
King Kong from the newest King Kong movie?
Yes.
Because that guy was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're supposed to be. They're not supposed to be like. Yes.
He's fucking massive compared to the original
Yeah.
King Kongs.
Well, he's supposed to be representing of the Japanese toy film company's King Kong because the Japanese films had a Japanese version of Godzilla and King Kong, where King Kong was the same stature as Godzilla, and to evenly match King Kong with Godzilla, King Kong had lightning palms.
That's fucking dope.
I guess.
I hope that Godzilla eats his head off.
It's not gonna happen.
Godzilla-
Because what's gonna happen is that like it's gonna be Godzilla versus King Kong, but the true
gonna
bad
team
guy,
up.
yeah, the true bad guy's gonna be like King Ghidorah. or
No,
something
it's
like
going to be
fucking
Batman
Mothra.
versus Superman,
Oh,
Godzilla,
oh,
King Kong.
yeah.
It's
Yes.
exactly what it's gonna be.
Like, and the bad guy's gonna be Mecha Godzilla, who looks like a really fucked up version of Godzilla.
and
I'm gonna be
Mothra.
okay.
And then all of a
And
sudden,
a meteor.
and then like Mecha Godzilla shoots his like fire breath, and then Rodan comes with his like wings crossed, and like stopping the blast, and Godzilla's like, "Is he with you?" And King Kong's gonna be like, "I thought he was with you."
Let's eat him. We're all gonna be like, what the fuck?
I think Hollywood should buy our ideas because they are solid.
Please don't.
Solid ideas,
We will
Hollywood.
plummet Hollywood into the dirt.
I think we'd
Which
make
it
Hollywood
deserves.
That would be
For
an
us.
achievement.
Yeah. So District 9, Neil
Goal.
Blomkamp is making a
Could
sequel,
destroy
quote
Hollywood.
unquote, what's in the District 9 universe. They're kind of doing what Cloverfield Lane did.
Yeah.
Which was okay.
It was okay. I don't know.
I enjoyed it.
I'm getting sick of expanded universes in movies.
I'm only not excited about it just because Neil Blomkamp hasn't really had a good movie since District 9.
Yeah.
Jay, quit checking your pulse. It's still there.
He's
trying to find a vein,
man. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
If you're
like,
finding a vein, you're tapping over my
Guys.
wrist.
Ah, injection.
Don't do drugs, kids.
yeah, don't
Do
get onto
them
random
all.
fucking.
Take all the Flintstone vitamins you can find.
Don't shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a movie. There's that. And rumors is The Rock is in talks to playing the Wolfman in the Wolfman reboot. I
I'd
would
be
be
fine
really
with
okay
this.
with this.
All right.
In the type of universe they're building up, I don't
Yeah.
give a shit anymore.
Right.
Sure.
It
Wait,
works.
wait, oh my
The
god.
Rock.
John Cena better be the Invisible Man back.
I guess.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Because you can't see him.
Yeah. And the Akira creator is cool with them making a live action movie as long as he reads it first, which I'm okay with because I feel like Hollywood, every time like the manga is a burger, and when Hollywood tries to recreate that burger, it comes out a hot dog.
I mean, it's got meat in a bun, but,
But
like,
it's
that's
not
about it.
Yeah, it's totally different. Where like,
All right,
God
guys.
damn it.
Okay.
have you seen Akira? Has anyone else
No.
besides me seen Akira?
Nope.
Dude,
I've heard of it.
I've heard
fucking
it's
cool.
good.
We've got to watch it then, and then we can review
Is that on
it, 'cause
Funimation?
It's on Funimation.
Okay.
It's fucking awesomely nightmare fuely.
You guys can watch it. You're way more into anime than I am.
It has nothing to do with it doesn't have like anime tropes. It's just an animated film.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with anime.
Okay.
God.
I want to hate you every time you say you don't like anime, because you watch shit that if it was animated, it'd be anime,
Yeah.
but it's got real people in it instead.
I
and you
prefer
watch
live
certain
action.
anime.
I watch certain anime, but
Yeah.
it's not like I watch like a ton of anime.
I don't watch a ton. I watch a ton of anime so I can review it and critique
I watch-
it.
I watch a ton of anime because I like anime.
I don't watch a ton of anime.
I watch.
Bad Asian.
Go
I
fuck
watch-
yourself,
I
Whitey.
watch an abundance of anime that I use to like critique
I
and
watched
things like that.
I think I watched Full Metal Alchemist. I watched Seven Deadly Sins, but that was only when you guys had it on Netflix. I haven't sat down and watched it myself
It's
since
I
good.
then.
need to finish season 2.
I do too.
I watched
4 episodes of season 2.
Yeah, I was watching them with Jay, then Jay stopped watching them,
The
so I
OVAs?
just
But
stopped.
that just got kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Most
fine.
of we got kicked out, so we both just stopped. We were like, well, that was fun.
Full Metal Alchemist and Tokyo Ghoul are the only 2 animes that I've sat down and actually watched the whole way through.
They're both really solid
I haven't
ones.
watched those yet. They're on the to-do list.
Another one you might like, but don't worry. Yeah, Cowboy Bebop's a really good one, and it's not really long. That's one you. That's probably
Maybe
the
we
next
could just
one
make
you
a
should
video
watch.
where we talk about what Ryan should watch and get back to the news.
Everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
You
Miss
should watch
Kobayashi.
yeah,
Everything.
You should watch everything.
I like this Kobayashi.
So,
Yuri on Ice.
Fuck.
So
It's good,
it's
Brian.
good. You saw it. And you said
You
kinda liked
enjoyed it.
Don't
I
fuck
do
with
like
me.
it.
Okay. Yeah.
It has weird kind of homoerotic
I will
stuff
not
to
convert to Yuri on Ice.
Yes, you
I
will.
refuse.
It. I like it. It
But
kind
It's
of.
got heart and emotion in it.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
and I got fucking awesome ice skating
Yeah,
scenes.
it's got heart and emotion. It kind of turns me on.
so never before JRR Tolkien Story
Oh, I've heard
seen
about-
in 100 years has been released.
Come
So-
I'm
on.
interested.
There's a JRR Tolkien Story that was never been released for 100 years.
Lies.
That is bullshit.
No, he has a bunch of notes.
Yeah,
and
he
shit
has a
they
bunch
probably-
of notes. Yeah, they took a bunch of notes and just made a story out of it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
This will
it's
be
probably
fun.
was a manuscript he never put out there.
I
Yeah.
guess that the 5 pages are about like what the rock on the left looks like.
The rock on the left is blue.
If
with
it's
red
good, I'll
speckles
probably
and
either get
glows
the
in the
audiobook
night sky
or
on the 3rd
buy it
August
and
of the
read it.
7th year.
Go fuck yourself.
The trees howl after the seventh day wind. Like
With
the
the 3rd crow caws.
Go sit down and cry.
for the Neverwinter that has only happened once comes again.
Fuck you guys.
You know it's exactly what it's like, though.
But I enjoy it. I really love those books.
Yeah, of
Oh
course
my
you
God.
do.
Jay's,
This restaurant doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I was
Jay's
gonna say, I don't
exposition boner is huge every
Yeah.
time he reads JR.
I've read my JRR Tolkien
Yeah.
for a while.
Rick Moranis is returning to acting for a charity event, which I think is super
That's cool.
awesome.
Since he quit acting to take care of his kids.
Yes.
Which is really cool.
And Studio Ghibli is in works for a Totoro a theme park built in Japan.
Is it gonna be a theme park or
It's a
just
theme
an
park.
actual park?
No,
Okay.
a theme park.
I'm
like,
cool with this.
I want to ride the cat bus roller coaster.
So
Yeah.
you're saying you gotta take a
Okay.
air trip.
I don't ever want to go to Japan. Like Japan is not on like okay.
It's not on my bucket list.
No.
That's on my list.
Japan's,
I want to buy panties out of the vending machine.
God.
Japan's countryside. Yes.
Fuck!
Japan's countryside is where I want to go because I think it's beautiful
It's
and
awesome.
USJ, the Universal Japan Universal
Japanese animation.
yeah JSU
school.
Japan Universal Studios JUS
Oh yeah.
where because they just have the replica of Ace and Whitebeard's fucking tomb and I really like
Yeah.
One Piece a lot.
So, question on this park: is it just based off of My Neighbor Totoro?
For
is it
now.
gonna be all or more of
It's
his
Studio
movies?
Ghibli's working on Totoro because he's their mascot.
Yeah, I get that.
So yeah, for now it's just
It'd be cool to have the other stuff in there.
Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit like fucking Howl's Moving Castle. There could be a fucking like
yeah.
just a house they build, and all it
Yeah.
have to be is based off that. People would pay
Yeah.
I
No,
think
bunch of money
Spirited
to go.
Away could do some stuff.
Spirited Away could do cool shit.
Yeah, and for now it's just Totoro though, because I think they want to like you gotta start
Yeah.
small. You can't really.
Do they have boxer brief vending machines?
No.
Why are you still on this topic?
What
No.
the fuck?
That's
No.
all I can think about when I think of Japan.
Now we're gonna end. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Done with Japan.
6.
We've talked about anime. We talked about panties. We're done.
Bad
That
job.
is my limiter on Japan.
We need to have one more topic, and we're taking a break for you, Ryan.
Yeah, our topic, the last topic is I fucking hate you, by the way.
That's our topic?
That's you. I fucking hate you, Jay. You made my day miserable. But-
Oh no, off the rails this is getting.
Go fuck yourself, Ryan. You started this.
Yeah, no, I did.
now it's time to talk about the television news because I've decided that I've been trying to base these off of just like movies, then random, then television, which makes sense.
Yep.
So Sin City is getting a small screen reboot, which means it's coming to TV,
Ooh.
which I'm 100% okay with because it's a
Yeah.
noir. It's a noir.
Which channel is that going to?
Probably, hopefully, on like Stars or HBO.
I think it's like Showtime or something.
Or Showtime.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Because you can't have
Because
it
like the stories intertwine with one another, but I feel like it should have been longer
Yeah.
to get the feeling.
Uh-huh.
The first one was good. The second one was just
I enjoyed the second one. It wasn't like good, but it was still. I had fun watching
There were
it.
good parts.
I mean, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's the man, so
Yeah. Animaniac gets a reboot, which is
Terrifying.
terrifying.
it's gonna suck.
No, I think with with what's going on in the world, I think it is okay to
Jesus.
finally make another cartoon.
Do you think
about
Yeah.
political
they're gonna
satire.
push the envelope as far as they did in the?
I'm hoping
Yes.
so.
Yes, they
I'm
will.
hoping
That's
so.
the only way it'll be good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only way it
that's
was
the only way
big.
Animaniacs work. It's
Yeah.
that it pushes
I
its
just want
limits.
more Binky in the Brain.
Yeah, I was just gonna say pink.
I want more Binky in the Brain.
Yeah.
Or the fucking doves.
Netflix canceled Sense8, so I don't know if any of you watched.
never
I never
watched
watched
I never
it.
watched
I've
They
heard it was
canceled
good.
it. I heard it was good, but I don't like the Wachowskis, brother,
Who the
sister, because they're no longer brothers.
Huh.
They did The Matrix.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Wachowski brothers.
And
Yeah.
they did Cloud Atlas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a movie.
Yeah.
The-
I mean, I
That's
really like
up
the
there.
Matrix movies.
I liked 1 and 2.
Matrix.
The
Entertaining.
Animatrix is also dope.
I
as
also
well.
was
liked
really
The
good.
Matrix. So I mean, someone says they should just do a Christmas special just to wrap it all up, which would be cool with me, I guess.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
don't know anything about it. So.
The hints to the sequel to American Gods, the book, is hidden in the TV show.
Yes!
See, they made a original character of Vulcan. Because Vulcan was...
No, he's not in the book.
No,
Was he
he's a
lit?
new character in... He's
Okay.
a roaming... He's the roaming...
He's the.
He's
Forge.
Hephaestus.
Yeah, he's
He's
he makes
Hephaestus.
The weapons and shit,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Yeah. So, he's a new character in the show.
I must watch now.
Apparently
I'm
David-
behind a season.
Apparently,
Yeah.
like, David Bowie's a god.
Really?
No, it's Gillian. What's her name?
Fuck yeah, David Bowie.
No, Gillian. What's her name? Gillian. Chick who plays in X Files.
Gillian Anderson.
Gillian Anderson. Yeah. But she plays.
I thought David Bowie was dead.
entertainment. What's a god?
What?
The goddess of like entertainment or something like that.
Yeah, like, fucking...
Cause she plays. I saw like she
Media,
plays
I
media.
think,
Yeah.
yeah.
She plays like David Bowie and Marilyn Monroe and then something.
So they like
else.
worship David Bowie in
No,
this?
they worship entertainment as the new god.
Yeah,
Technology,
media-
entertainment, and free thought.
Okay.
are
Yeah,
new
they
gods.
have become literal gods. Because the
I was
way...
gonna say I'd be totally fine with David Bowie becoming a deity.
That'd be cool.
The way that the gods work in this is if you get enough focused worship, it manifests into a god, and then the more worship that gets, the stronger they become.
Guys, let's worship the shit out of David Bowie. Maybe he'll come back.
And hence like.
I want to hit you.
It's hence like that's why there's like gods who are like weak and like American
Yeah,
gods.
like
or
old
dead.
gods or gods that are dying. There's the realm of forgotten gods that he gets warped to by Odin.
And leprechauns.
There is a fucking leprechaun, and he is awesome as shit.
Yeah. So,
He is also not short, and he's fucking cool.
Tales of the Crypt reboot has been
Ooh.
shelved.
Oh.
Shelved?
Yep.
Damn
Which I'm
it.
fine with because M. Night Shyamalan was supposed to.
AKA it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, it's never gonna
Right.
happen. He was supposed to put the helm on that, and I was just not for it.
Good
No.
fucking.
M. Night, I think he would have done okay
Ish.
for like 3 episodes.
Yeah, and I
And
would
then it
be
would have
sick of
become
twists.
boring.
It'd be
again.
twist this, twist that. Yeah. So
'Cause,
that,
like,
it's fine.
Tales from the Crypt where like some twists, some scary, some slightly humor, some just creepy, and he does twists.
Yeah.
That's like all he does.
Yeah.
He does them good. He does them infrequently. But if he's doing a TV show, I would hate it.
This one. So, and we're gonna end with some Marvel Netflix news. So, the Punisher and when they all come out. So, Punisher is supposed to come out in November 2017.
Nice.
Then Daredevil, then Jessica Jones, and then Luke Cage in 2018.
Luke
Yes.
Cage.
Okay.
Give me more Punisher.
So, when we come back, we're going to. Ryan and I are not going to talk about Wonder Woman. Ish.
We already talked
We
about
talked the shit out of Wonder
I don't
Woman.
think we're gonna topic heavy on it.
No,
Ryan
it's
and I are just
our-
gonna touch points real quick.
Yeah,
Or not Ryan, Jay and I.
yeah, it's strong female leads, and we actually have one question.
I guess we didn't really talk about the things we liked in
Yeah.
the review.
I guess we can talk about that. But we also have one question we're going to answer about female leads today. Someone actually asked a question.
Yay!
Yeah.
We got a question?
Yeah.
People follow
Wow.
our shit.
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
can't believe somebody asked a fucking question.
Right?
Thank you, I guess. What the
Thanks,
hell are
yeah.
you doing?
Yeah.
Live?
Stop this.
Okay, we'll be back. Break time. And we are live again. Now, before we get into our full topic of strong female leads, Ryan and I have already talked about Wonder Woman and what we disliked. We're going to talk about what we liked about Wonder Woman.
Yay!
Yay! Like, because Max is in agreement that it was long and well, it was long.
It was a long movie.
Like, I don't think it needed most of it. A lot
I
of
admit
it.
it didn't need the slow-mo. The slow-mo, like, it could have had slow-mo in some parts.
Yeah,
Would've
a
need, but,
couple
like,
slow-mo scenes would have been cool.
Jay was fine with, like, everything else, which was exposition, so I don't think anyone's, like, super surprised.
go fuck yourselves.
I think,
Don't you worry, Jay. Brian will.
I do actually
Yeah.
really like the way they did the relationship between Steve and Diana.
I think that was really
That was
awesome.
I thought that it felt natural.
It was
It
very
did.
natural.
I didn't think there needed to be a fucking romantic thing going on during this movie.
But
it wasn't-
But they are in the
didn't-
comics, though. I
Doesn't
thut.
do. It wasn't bad though.
it wasn't
No,
bad,
it
but I
wasn't
don't think it
done
was really
badly.
needed.
Needed, but like, yeah. I mean, I understand they could have been like platonic friends, and we all know how that ends up, for at least some of us.
What?
Platonic friends.
Marriage.
Yeah.
Marriage is
No,
what-
I'm talking about like, yeah, that too, and Max. but no, like, yeah, or they could just quit talking to you after you like have a thing with them, and then they ask you to be friends, and you're like, sure.
God
And Kien's an idiot.
never had that problem.
I think, but like I said, like my favorite. I love the ending fight scene. I thought it was fucking awesome and very Dragon Ball Z-ish.
It was super anime
It
fight
was
scene.
anime as fuck. Ares was just making weapons from like nowhere.
Ultimate Blade Works!
Just like ba 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 ba.
I would like to point out that Ares is like 1,000-year-old god and got his shit beat to shit by Wonder Woman, who is like 200 years old.
He got beat by a lightning Kamehameha too.
He fucking charged himself. It was his own
But she
power.
was the weapon built to defeat him, so...
She's also young and spry.
Yeah.
He's a god. They don't
So is she-
grow
they're
old.
both- Well, yeah, Ares is a full god and Diana's a demigod because she's
She's technically a demigod.
yeah.
Demigod.
But she's also technically the god killer.
Yeah, and she beat him with a Kamehameha,
She beat him with his own fucking lightning.
which
Like, if he hadn't shot lightning at her, she would have been fucked.
yeah, but it was a cool fight.
It was.
It was a good
I
fight.
like the action scenes. I think they were really cool. I
They
like some part of the story building.
Mhm.
Like I like the Themyscira, the
Jay, do you
story
need
building.
some coffee or something? You look like you're about to fall asleep
Yeah.
over there.
I need.
God.
I like the Themyscirian parts. I thought it was super fun.
Mhm.
And the Attack on Titan homage when they were shooting arrows down to come down and fight
Yeah.
the Nazis.
God damn it.
It
Yeah.
was a good movie.
Mhm.
It was a okay
Overall, I
movie.
was not disappointed.
I still give it a 5 out of 10.
I give it like
Seven.
a 7, 6.5.
7.
5 out of 10. I think Ryan and I are the
Yeah, we're the odd man out.
odd man out. For,
I'm also probably giving it an extra star-ish
because she's your
I
favorite
fucking
character.
love Wonder
Yeah, I
Woman.
mean, like, I mean that's understandable.
I wish I
like,
didn't give it a 9.
yeah, fuck you, Valiant Valiant
Fine.
Valiant.
You know what? I changed my answer. 10 out of 10, best movie ever. Fucking hate all of you.
You can fuck right off.
Yeah, we have a video that'll very explain why we don't like this.
I
Don't
think
you
part of
worry.
it-
I was there and watched the movie with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, with your wife.
Yep.
Far up there.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
Far away from us.
Far away
Yup.
from us. Now we're gonna talk about strong female leads, and we actually have a question.
Somebody asked us things.
Someone asked us a
Shout out
question.
to who?
Yeah, who asked us this question?
Shout out to Samantha Carroll.
Awesome.
Aw.
You're good. Thank you for asking a question.
You're awesome.
We love questions. Please ask us more.
Please ask if you want to ask us
If
more.
you
Wait,
want
you
to
guys-
ask a question,
You guys like questions. I don't like using my brain.
Yeah, but
Ryan's
We can
brain
see the
doesn't
smoke
function.
coming out
Yeah.
some days.
and so the question is, which strong female lead is your favorite and why?
Who wants to kick it off?
Nose goes.
Kien will go.
Kien will go.
My favorite female lead, and if you guys haven't noticed, a lot of the fanime
Yeah.
discussions I have involve dragons and magic and kung fu.
And
It's
balls.
Goku.
Let's go. It's actually Pan from Dragon Ball G. And I'm kidding. It's actually Bulma from Dragon Ball. The reason why, and it's not just because she's attractive. That's like up there, but
God damn it.
but it's because like she's literally the centerpiece of the entire story. Like without Bulma, none of this would happen. And she's actually like able to handle her own, and she's smart. She's genius level intellect. Like I mean, dude, she runs Capsule Corp now. That Professor Briefs can't. So, and she was able to tie down a Saiyan. A planet destroying alien is now her husband.
It's okay. Yamcha's still around too in
Yeah,
case he fucks up.
just in case. And she's even terrified Beerus into doing what she wants.
Yep.
Well, damn.
Like a god.
By threatening to take away food.
Yeah.
But she threatened a god.
Yeah, she threatened a god and got away with it. So mine is Bulma because I think she is strong, smart, like everything a good female lead should have.
Yeah. Strong, smart, pivotal. Plays a role throughout.
And isn't just a damsel in distress. She can handle her own.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I guess I'll go next. I'd say my favorite strong female lead is probably Jin Erso from Rogue One. Mostly because I really admire how resilient she is. Not only from what she had to go through as a child and all the hardships that must have come along with that, like losing your parents at such a young age and being brought up by she was brought up by a family friend, but still, like, that had to be hard, and then basically gets abandoned by him. And through all of this, she still maintains this attitude of, like, I'm not gonna get fucked over. Like,
Yep.
she still keeps, like, a good head on her shoulders, which is very admirable through all of that. And even after losing her father and stuff. And I just like the way that she points out some of the flaws in the rebellion and has enough balls to say, like, basically, like, the Empire is, like, not the only ones that do evil things in this war, and basically points that out. I think it's she makes for a very interesting character. Yeah, I just love the fight that she has.
I like how she dies at the end.
She
God,
did.
dude.
Everybody dies.
Yeah. But she was a good character.
She
She
is.
was a well developed, and like Ryan said, she went through some shit but was resilient, and like she made her own person out of it. And
Very much so.
It led her to be a character that even if you haven't gone through hardships like that you could still feel for her and you could still kind of associate with it. So like you bonded with her very well. Like she was easy to appreciate.
I thought she was a fantastic character. She's at least in my top 3 for favorite Star Wars universe characters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Max.
So, I am kind of torn. I really like Doctor Who, but it's hard to pin down, like, a major person that is around for a long time. So, I'm going to go with Rose Tyler from Doctor 9, 10, and, well...
Well, she was kind of in...
She was kind of there for
But she
11.
was
She
more of a
dated
construct.
11.
Yeah, what?
No, she was a construct, though, from the box.
Yeah, she was a construct from the box during 11, but she's technically, I guess, there. But basically, the reason I enjoy Rose so much is she shaped the Doctor to not just like have companions, but to form like true friendships with them and like even start to love them more than he did in the original series. Because there were only a few that he truly bonded with in the original series, but in this one he like grows really close to them and appreciates them, learns from them, they learn from him.
Yep.
It even looks like he might be trying to teach this newest black chick like a little bit about driving the fucking
Billy.
TARDIS. Yeah, Billy. Like, Rose is also the one that the Doctor fell in love with. Like, Rose has a Doctor clone in her dimension. She was pivotal. Like, without Rose, the Doctor wouldn't be where he is. He probably would have just been going on adventures and dropping through fucking companions like he is now recently and goes through one every couple seasons. But Rose stuck around. Rose was pivotal. She was important. She bonded with a bunch of other secondary companions, I guess you'd call them, who even a couple of them became companions later.
Jack.
Like, she was around for so much stuff that started this new, I don't know what you call it, the revival of Doctor Who series or whatever, this second series. She was through the basis of a lot of that. And I think she formed this TV show. And if you're a big Doctor Who fan, you were torn when she was gone. Like, she was important. Like, River Song was important too, but like, I don't know how many people were like screwed, like just pissed when she was dead. But like Rose, when she was gone, you knew it was like a hard time in the TV show. Like that's what I got.
I'd say any pick for like Doctor Who companions would have been a solid pick. Most of them that I can think of all have strong qualities
Like,
about them.
Yeah.
I want to say for that, like, Clara, because I think since Clara split herself into multiple versions of herself to save the Doctor and each of his incarnations or regenerations, whatever you want to say. And I think that's why she's important.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was torn. Clara and Amelia Pond are close seconds for me.
Yeah, I was
next
gonna say,
to Rose.
I probably would have picked Amy Pond. I favored her a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why.
But like, I think Rose sticks out just a little bit more. Like,
That's true.
For some reason Rose became the permanent companion, I know her and the Doctor would have gotten pseudo married. I don't know if they would actually have like ceremony and shit, but they might have worn rings together. They might have been companions to the end. Like, I know that would have been what it was.
I was gonna choose Sarah Smith, but that was
What was Sarah?
yeah.
Which one?
Sarah Smith from the original Doctor Who
Like
series.
Sarah Jane or whatever.
Sarah Jane Smith. Like,
Yeah,
I
she
thought
was pretty good too.
Yeah, she's mine. She, like, in the Who-universe, I think that's mine. Jay, what's yours?
I'm gonna say Mulan. Like, you know how she what?
It's a good one.
Oh yeah, definitely. So it's like she took her father's place, and her father's too old and kind of weak to serve in the military to fight against the Hun, and then she basically proved that as a girl she could do everything the guys could in the army, and she saved China.
Yeah.
And I think she like didn't give up. Like in that one scene with the two weights, and she's climbing up the post. There, she has some perseverance there.
I think not just that, but I think overall Mulan is just kind of a important movie for
Very
young women to watch. Yeah. Just because it shows that if you have the effort and you work hard enough, you can do whatever you want. Like, you're not limited by any means like some people would have you believe.
I think that Moana is the modern day Mulan.
So I haven't seen Moana yet.
I don't think it's quite the modern day Mulan though.
When I see it, I'll have
But
an opinion.
I think
haven't seen Moana yet?
No, it's
No,
coming
he
to
hasn't.
Netflix, so I'll watch it when it comes to Netflix.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I love Moana.
Yeah.
Moana is awesome. Do not get me wrong, but I think Mulan shows more of the fighting spirit and like it tries to discriminate against women and just shows that if you're strong, you can stand against it and still do stuff. In Moana, she never really had that conflict about being a woman. Easily, it could have been a dude or a fish or an anything. It could have filled that role, and it wouldn't have had the gender conflict that Mulan kind of like reinforced, that just because you're a woman doesn't make you weak.
Mm-hmm.
Moana didn't really have that.
Yep.
Exactly.
I understand that. Like, I mean, I just think that, like, going through strong female leads, like, I think, like, Moana
Yeah.
is, like, one that really hits me.
Oh yeah, Moana is definitely a strong female lead, and she's definitely an important character to like show you like be strong. Shit can go bad, but like if you persevere, you can do it. You can accomplish shit even in the worst of times.
Where I'm, like, really glad that she exists now, because when Frozen came out, everyone's tier of what a princess should be was Elsa and Anna, and I still think those were, like, terrible ideals.
Well, they did
The-
point out the
Princess.
flaw that falling in love right away
Yeah,
was a thing.
I mean, I
did like how
guess
they
that's
pointed that
like
out.
okay, but
Yeah.
she's still not. To
They-
me, she's
Yeah.
not very.
they fell back on the Cinderella-esque princesses.
Yeah.
They weren't like
Like,
they weren't strong women. They were just princesses.
the redheaded chick,
Which one?
Merida.
Merida.
Yeah,
okay,
from
Merida,
Tangled,
yeah.
Merida.
Not just
From
from
Brave.
Tangled, just from Brave.
Brave, you know what I meant.
Where like that's the thing, like
Not Tangled. Not
Disney
Tangled.
was having a good resurgence with that, with Brave and Tangled and Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
Not having to rely on just a romance to like do shit. Like
It wasn't the original princess trope that they had going
that. Yeah,
on.
for a very long
haven't seen
time, and
Princess
then
and the Frog
Frozen
either.
kind of fell
That's a
back.
good one.
Mm-hmm.
Frozen kind of fell back into that.
Well,
Yeah,
it did
it
have some
did.
great music.
Where
Like,
like
it had,
Disney,
Yeah.
Disney after Disney in the '90s, and it was after The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast that they started to like actually really pay attention to that. Like, because even Princess Jasmine didn't really fall in love with Aladdin
Mm-hmm.
right away. She was a strong female lead that like knew that she could handle her own, and the only reason she fell in love with Aladdin is not because he had anything, but because she actually loved him and shit like that. It wasn't like
Yeah.
he's Prince Charming.
Mhm.
And then as you consecutively keep moving on into how Disney worked their female characters, you then run into then you get into fucking Atlantis, and you have Kita, who is a strong female lead in Atlantis, who ends up being the weapon that creates the end of Atlantis or whatever.
Yeah.
And so Atlantis has a ton of strong female leads. They have the Bucky mechanic. They have the chick who smokes 1,000 fucking cigarettes. That's like the
Yeah.
secretary.
Mhm.
Like, and as it progresses, like even like Disney has worked on their strong female leads really really well. Like even in like Finding Dory, and like not Finding Nemo,
Finding Nemo.
and you have Dory.
Mhm.
As like, yeah, she's a fish, but she is still a strong female lead.
Mm-hmm.
As well as even in The Emperor's New Groove, that the story goes around like with Yzma. She is a villain, but she is a strong.
But she's
she
still
is
a strong
female
woman.
lead,
She is.
which she has goals and ideals. Like even though they're one-sided goals and ideals, they still move up. And I think that's like where a strong female lead really kicks in though for Disney is Princess and the Frog, because you have two different girls. You have Tiana and her best friend. Her best friend is the Disney Princess Pro. She wants to find her Prince Charming and shit like that.
Yeah.
Where Tiana, all she wants to do is work hard to open up her family's restaurant that she's been dreaming about since her father passed away during World War One.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when Frozen came out, it kind of fell back on all those
Yeah,
tropes.
it kind of fell back and like relapsed into its old stuff.
Yeah. And then like you have Zootopia though, which has Judy Hopps
Oh, I
instead of
forgot
being
about-
like a
yeah.
bumbling,
Yeah.
being like a
That's-
bumbling like girl cop. She's
She was
actually
a very-
she's
yes.
a competent police officer
But
in her
people
own
took
work
her-
and doing, and they
Yeah,
take her
For
for
granted,
granted.
yeah.
And then like through like, and I think like there's a like for me, I think animation opens up the ability for stronger female leads, because like Tosaka from Tokyo Ghoul, who's also known as the White Rabbit, is one of the strong. Like the reason why Kaneki is as strong and powerful as he is because of her.
Yeah.
And then you more or less like look at like shows like Adventure Time that really do show that like Marceline and Princess Bubblegum are strong characters on their own because they have their own standalone episodes that really show that they could lead the show if Finn or Jake were to ever disperse from the series.
There could have been a
Like-
TV show just about them, and it probably would have been just as
Well,
awesome.
there's that spin-off, right? Is that...
It's a mini series within the series called Stakes. It's basically tells Marceline's
Yeah.
backstory after Simon leaves her because he goes crazy and becomes the Ice King.
Yeah.
And she ends up becoming a vampire, which makes her immortal, which keeps her youthful. And I think another for like action strong female leads with animation, I'd have to also go towards the Major from Ghost
I was
in
gonna say the
Shell.
Major then.
She's
probably.
one of those like stoic hero types where like it doesn't matter that she's a woman. It's just the fact that she's a woman creates this strong female lead.
What about Faye from Cowboy Bebop? What would you
Yeah.
say for Faye?
Yeah, yes and no.
Well, I know she's kind of a
Where-
hippie. I mean,
Like
yeah.
not even for a strong female lead where like Faye will still fall to me. Like when you look at Cowboy Bebop, I think Ed plays more of a strong female lead than Faye does because Ed has a lot more. Faye is
Well, she's
a girl. She's a girl
lost in time.
She's a
yeah.
girl lost in time, and where her story is more tragic. Like she does help with the story,
Mhm.
but I feel like a stronger female lead, even though Ed doesn't get as much portrayal time, is Ed during the time where they were facing the hacker, who was in that coma, starting his own new religion. But when you think when you go into strong female leads, you think of like different like all female like close to all female cast. I think of Steven Universe as the Crystal Gems.
Yeah.
They are all women,
Mhm.
and they go by she pronouns.
Yeah.
And for me, the Crystal Gems are an abundance of like strong female leads because each of them have something that brings to the table. They have they all have the same tragedy going around within them is the loss of Rose Quartz, which is now within Steven, and each of them have to cope in their different mechanisms and watch Steven grow and are worried about how he's going to grow, if he's going to be like Rose Quartz. And so you have people like the strongest of the female leads is actually for me would be Garnet. She's my favorite character,
Yeah.
hands down,
She's-
within Steven Universe.
She's the lead.
Yeah.
I
And
would have to
she's-
say Pearl's my favorite, but I think that more pertains to our personalities.
Yeah.
But Garnet is definitely the leader. She portrays a very strong, independent, goal-oriented.
stoic
Yeah.
hero. Like
She knows what she wants. She's gonna get it, and she's gonna do it well, and she's not gonna try and hurt people in the process.
yeah. When you also think of strong female leads, like Ryan obviously would probably think of Ripley.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would think of Ripley. She's a good female lead, especially she was groundbreaking for the time too, because you never really heard of a female lead
Action
during
star-
that
female
time
action star
during
in
in an
general.
action movie.
Yeah. Well, Alien, she was I guess kind of actiony, but
Well, Aliens was an action movie.
I mean Alien. I meant Alien.
Even
yeah.
even in the original Alien, it was a big risk back then
Yeah. To
for
have a
them to
female
say
lead.
Ripley is going to be the one that's going to live through all this.
That's true.
Because
Because she could
really,
have just been like the side character.
because really, men have at that point in time, men dominated like the leading role
in the horror
and-
genre.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah,
so
you're right.
Well, in like every genre.
in every genre,
Yeah,
not just
yeah.
horror, but yeah, like Max said, every genre. So that was like a huge risk for them to take, and look at what that did for the franchise. Ripley is one of the best heroes that's ever been put to cinema.
That's very interesting. As another I think that's what also leads to like the most like groundbreaking female lead
That
to video.
reminds me.
I think
Video
Oh,
games
okay.
would
Yeah.
probably be the reveal of Samus at the end of
Yeah.
the first Metroid.
Yeah.
And she's becoming a woman, which I think that was probably one of the only ones until Tomb Raider that really got people to
Right.
play a strong female lead, and that opened up the gates to have strong female leads such as like Bayonetta and things like that.
Yeah.
Like where it's semi-sexualized but not over-sexualized.
Yeah, I think it was more of I think they might have sexualized it a little bit just to get a little bit of extra people
Well, of course,
to buy it.
of
But
course
like,
you will.
That's just the market.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's just
that's the
marketing. But like,
market,
they were
but-
strong women fighting the cause, and they were the warriors, and they were the heroes.
Yeah, they could do what guys could do.
Yeah, they were the ones fighting the battle in the games. Like, they led the charge.
Which I get, like, you know, Naughty Dog didn't own the rights and they created Uncharted, but like,
Speaking
like-
of strong female leads in video games, Last of Us.
yeah,
Never
Mm.
played it.
it's a very story driven, and that
It
that
is.
also brings up the there is one just strong female video game leads are more prominent now though too.
Fucking even Telltale's The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
With what's her name? The girl Clementine. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
She is.
for how young she is. Good God.
She's some harrowing fucking shit
like
in that game for a child of her age. We got into zombie pops, but still.
While we're on video games, how about we go back to Jay and Ryan and I's high school, Borderlands.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit, the
Shit.
Siren
Siren.
Yeah.
What's
was
her name?
the main
Oh,
character, Lilith.
Lilith, there we go. Yeah.
And then Borderlands 2, we had another female character.
Mhm.
Borderlands the pre-sequel, we had two more female
Yeah.
characters that they were like main characters of the game that you got to play.
Mhm.
Like alongside being able to pick men, but like
Yeah.
it gave them equal standing.
And they were
Yeah.
pretty powerful too. They weren't just like your little weak thing.
Yeah, just because you picked the woman didn't mean you were weak. But they also didn't make you broken.
Yeah.
You were on par with the men.
Well, I honestly like most of the time. I don't know why, but like everybody that plays Xbox with me knows that most of the time I end up picking the
Yes,
female
you do.
characters.
Yeah,
You do.
no problem with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Like
I don't know.
I really-
I end up doing that a lot too.
yeah. Where like I also feel like another game that's been very strong and it's on PS4 is called Life is Strange. It's a mystery noir that involves a girl using time travel.
Yeah.
And, like,
it's Xbox also, I thought.
Yeah, I've heard about
It's an
Life is
episodic
Strange.
game.
Yeah.
That has
Yeah.
Life
It's
is
a-
Strange has a lot of praise behind
Yeah,
it.
it's a very strong female led thing, and it's like a high school drama, but it's very strong female.
Well, I mean, even in The Witcher, like look at Tristan
Oh, yeah,
Yennefer.
Tristan
Right.
Yennefer is very
And then
strong.
Siri, who's also very
Yeah, and
Siri's
Siri.
becoming a
If
strong
If you read the
character
books,
now.
it's like her path from being this child from Sintra who's thrown into war and how she goes through hardship and becomes this
Even
badass person.
And Vest too. All the women in
Oh,
The
yes,
Witcher
Vest,
are
yes.
very
Yeah.
strong characters.
They're all pivotal.
Talking about pivotal, groundbreaking roles for female, back in the 1960s, of Star Trek, Lieutenant Uhura, portrayed by Nichelle Nichols, first African American woman lead character,
Yeah.
which is in the 60s, which is a huge thing, with the
Huge
civil
thing.
rights movements and stuff like that. So,
I think like television wise, like I even think like Jessica Jones is a modern resurgence of a
Mhm.
strong female lead. Like
Mhm.
before Wonder Woman the movie came out, you really like there wasn't really strong female superhero leads that were just driven. It was always on ensemble cast. And with Jessica Jones, you have it like she's a superhero, but she's not a superhero. You know what I mean? And she had character. She wasn't just like I punch things or I'm like a girly girl or whatever like that. Like
Wait.
that was really hard.
Heroes?
no, I was thinking the
No.
TV show Bones.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
her name?
Bones.
Bones, yeah. So, yep.
Yeah.
Feel bad.
Yeah, she's a strong character.
Mhm.
You were talking about superheroes.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was thinking
sorry.
in the TV show Heroes, the chick who regenerates really
cheerleader
fast.
girl,
Yeah.
Claire.
Claire. She's
Claire.
a strong pivotal character too.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, the female leads on NCIS.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, were very.
Very competent.
They
Like
were
Law and Order
awesome.
Law and Order
I
SVU.
honestly, I kind of growing up, I kind of blame NCIS on my attraction to girls. That I get the vibe that they could kick the shit out of me.
I can see where you could get that.
Yeah.
I have a very big attraction.
Detective Benson from SVU is like a strong ass female lead because she's been at it for like 14
Speaking
fucking
of
years.
TV shows again, what's her name? Leela Taranga?
Taranga Leela.
Taranga Leela.
Yes.
She's
strong.
Futurama.
Yeah,
The
she's
Futurama.
she's a super strong.
She's
female
fucking
lead.
awesome.
I think like to go back for I think like the opening resurgence of like female leads, I would have to probably go with Buffy the Vampire Slayer and then Charmed because they were I think they opened up a lot of the strong female leads, and then Agent Scully from X-Files.
X-Files.
Like,
Yeah.
I think they opened up a lot of like the science fiction female leads that we see today, and that's like how they've grown. And I find that to be super interesting to have.
Speaking.
I like Winry from Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, she
she's
is a
a good
pivotal
one.
character that really opens up and creates like.
She's pivotal because she just has to. There's moments in the TV series where she has to sit there and tell like Ed and Al that they're basically just being wimps.
They're just
That-
being dumb.
Yeah, like that they need to like step the fuck up because
Yeah.
they need to do this.
Yeah, and like every like just there's a lot like
There's so many.
There are.
and with the
Sam what's her name from Stargate? Was it Jackson?
It's Jackson.
It is. God damn
Oh.
it.
I can't believe how we overlooked this. Oh God, what's her name? Samurai Jack.
Ashi.
Ashi, yeah.
Yeah,
The new
Ashi
TV
is
show,
a
yeah, you're right, yeah.
yeah. She is a oh god, yeah, she is.
Wow.
She's the reason why Jack wins at the end.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, oh shit, yeah.
How could we
I
forget?
can't believe we totally forgot about Ashi.
We just
She
finished
was-
watching it a couple
She
years
was
ago.
forgot we talked like
She
it
was
makes me feel
critical
bad.
She
to
was.
the entire series.
Yeah, to the last season, she was just oh my god.
Yeah, the last season is
Yeah.
what I meant.
Yeah.
She
But,
was
like,
highly critical.
The more I think about like even like as much as like I think anime gets a shit on about like having like the tropes of anime girls and things like that. There are a lot of strong female leads. Like Kill la Kill is one of the first ones.
I was gonna
think
bring that
about
up too
As
because
a-
I
Yeah.
still like Kill la Kill.
as a strong female lead. And then Yoko from Gurren Lagann was another.
Oh yeah.
She was a very prominent role to that made that.
Was that the chick who had the step rifle in the
Yeah.
video? Okay.
Who made Kamina and Simone grow throughout the series.
Well, if we're gonna talk about anime and like anime tropes, let's go back to 3 old TV shows, animes that have been going on: Bleach, Naruto, and Dragon Ball.
Not
Yeah.
One Punch.
That's
One
not
Punch
an old
Man
TV
doesn't
show.
really have.
I mean, not One Punch. One Piece.
One Piece.
And
Yeah,
One
One
Piece.
Piece.
One Piece.
Yeah.
That's Shonen 4.
They all have like One Piece has Nami, Bleach has a few actually.
But Bleach would be for me like the strong female lead would probably be Yoruichi and
Yeah.
and Rukia.
Rukia
The other,
will
the other
probably
ones
be
are
the
very,
two
like,
main
the
two.
two main two.
But then you go to Dragon Ball, you've got Bulma, and Naruto, you've got Sakura, and later you get
Hinata.
Hinata. Like these, and they're not overly feminized in this. They're not anime trope big
No.
boobs. And these TV shows have been going on since we were like,
a decade.
yeah, they've been going on for 10 years at least.
As cheating as it sounds for me, like I think that Ramno 1/2 has half of a strong female lead because in Ramno 1/2 he's a boy, but when hot water falls on him, he turns into a girl. So like half of the show he's a girl and half the show he's a boy, and both sides really counteract each other. But that was the first kind of showing in anime of a strong, quote unquote female lead
Yeah.
because most of the adventures he was stuck in a girl's body until the very
Well-
end where he jumped into the water and became a boy at that time.
What about what was that TV show we were just watching where he's got the spirit bomb, like he shoots it and his friend's got the sword?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Isn't there a chick that travels with them?
Yeah, Kagome. No, not Kagome. The fuck is her name?
Kagome from
Inuyasha. was
Inuyasha
a
though,
big
she's
one.
a big
Yeah.
one too. I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that.
Kagome is a big one, but even in Inuyasha, you also have the other girl.
Oh,
who-
what's her name? Yeah, she's the one with the
Yeah.
fucking lion that they ride.
Yeah,
and that
she
big
has the
boomerang.
boomerang,
Yeah.
yeah. She's really cool, but like, there's a lot of strong in anime you get a lot of you get strong female characters like Nami
Yeah.
is ranked in One Piece. Nami is ranked the 3rd smartest person in that world. Like
Behind 2 people that they end up beating within like the first 100 episodes.
behind one person, and then Shanks's first mate Buckshot is the first smartest.
Yeah.
So I mean, one's a Yonko pirate and the other one is a deceiving pirate.
Speaking of anime, we can go back to Hayao Miyazaki's well, lots of Spirited Away. And then,
yeah, we can go back to all of them.
Yeah, a lot of them have strong
A lot-
female leads.
Like, just about all of them.
Yeah.
Besides The Wind Rises.
Okay, yeah.
I
The
haven't
Wind
seen that
Rises
one.
is the last one, and it was because it was more of a biopic than anything.
Yeah.
Hayao Miyazaki started with Nazca Valley of the Wind,
Mhm.
which is highly strongly female led.
Very.
Then you get Castle in the Sky,
also
female
has
like they're all female led.
That's something to watch.
Kiki's
still, too.
Delivery Service.
Seen that one. She was
Delivery
yeah.
Service.
She's a strong female lead. Like
She is.
she's a fish out of water. Ponyo,
Ponyo the Fish.
Spirited Away,
Spirited
Howl's
Away.
Moving Castle.
Like all
Like,
of them.
Well, Miyazaki always made that quote. Someone asked him like, "Why do you write stories with female leads?" I don't write stories with female leads. I write strong stories that so happen to have a female lead.
Yeah.
in it. Like
Something similar to that, Princess Mononoke, even.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
they're all like she.
they're all
I think she's the
female
epitome
leads.
of a strong female lead, though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
For me,
They're all strong female
they're
leads.
like, because she is just the like for me the epitome of that strength and power
Mhm.
within female leads. But I think the biggest like inspiration when you think of female leads though is that you see Linda Carter's Wonder Woman was a big, just in general was a big for TV that like this is actually happening and Wonder Woman is a thing.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's becoming a reality.
Yeah.
And she's going to become a big person, and
Yeah.
she is a woman.
Mhm.
Right, and it's
Like-
I think that like it's always overlooked when like you see big movies that like when people were saying that they're really pissed that there's like an all-female cast for the new Ocean's 11, I was just like, I mean, if it doesn't change like, and as much as but that's the thing, like when you hear all-female lead, it always like it just gets shit on and it just
Yeah.
bothers me.
If they didn't announce that,
Right.
like the new Ghostbusters movie, I felt could have been a great movie, but they announced it was basically going to be an all-female lead.
And then just everyone just shit on it.
People
right
just
away.
It
got
had good
disappointed
parts
in
in
it.
it. And
Yeah,
like,
I
wasn't
thought
a-
it was a decent
yeah, it
movie.
wasn't a bad movie.
It was. The reason I thought it was bad was because if you try to do Ghostbusters, you have to be better than the original Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's
a hard thing to
fucking
live up to.
hard.
That's the only. See, I don't have a problem with like the female leads in these movies. I have
No.
a problem
No.
with them remaking classics.
Yeah.
Like
Yes and no. Like
Depends
if,
on that
if
one.
they
you
do
take the
it
if you take the
differently.
premise, yeah, if you take a premises
Like
and you change it
Ghostbusters
up.
to Ghostbusters is fine.
See-
Ocean's 11 to Ocean's 11 is fine. But if you completely remake it and just take the men and put them to women,
Yeah.
then I'd have an issue
Well, it
with
wasn't
it.
even taking
See,
the men because theirs was more modern day. Like yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. They could have just if they would have just jumped off that these are like new Ghostbusters.
Well, Ocean's 11 has
I've
a lot to
never
work
been a
around
fan.
with,
I've never
so-
been a fan of remakes. I can't think of one that I've actually
True
enjoyed.
Grit.
True Grit was better than the original. I thought.
Even the
There's
the,
two that I think were better, and it's The Thing and True Grit, and those are the only
Yeah.
ones.
I
I
haven't seen
The
the thing.
isn't a
remake.
remake. It's a prequel.
Does it show because there's
No, The Thing,
continuity
the
of the
1980s version is a remake of a
Is it?
1960s movie.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh, right. Yeah. My bad.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, our bad.
Yeah, John Carpenter's The Thing is a remake of a 1960s movie.
Okay,
That's
sorry.
cool.
I thought you
Forgot
meant
about
the.
that.
I thought you meant the.
I think you meant the new one.
Yeah.
Sci-fi nerd here.
Yeah. Where I think that's why like sci-fi opens up the science fiction opens up just the ability for strong female leads.
It does.
I mean, as shitty as it sounds, it's out of this world. So like, they
Yeah.
don't have to ground it in real world, and like people can't be like, "Ha, she's a woman, she can't
Oh,
do that."
They
What's
can
her
ground
name
it in
from-
real world.
You know what I mean, though. You know, but, like,
Alien, they were
but
real.
Yeah.
you know but you understand where I'm coming from, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get you.
Like
but
like I'm not saying like it's not real world. I'm just saying that like it's a fictional like
It's a fictional reality.
It's a
based
fictional
novel.
reality, but I mean, like in the movie Alien, when you watch it, you understand who these characters are. They're truckers
Oh,
in
yeah.
space.
yeah, which is understandable. My thing, okay, so like just to bring up strong female leads and just to bring up Wonder Woman, just to end this off, like I just need your opinion on like two news stories that I was gonna bring up there, but this is just gonna end it off, just to cap off that we like Wonder Woman as a strong female lead. But like, all right, so there was one article that there was a female only showing and a man was like pissed off about it. What is your opinion on that? I don't have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem with it. I just want to know, why was there an all-female showing?
I think
Like,
it's
what was the
understandable.
purpose?
I think it's because like Wonder Woman's a strong female league. It's like
Yeah.
for women, so I think I'm completely fine with for an all women show. And it's also probably like a marketing.
I'm thinking,
ploy,
yeah,
too,
it's a
so
marketing
it's-
ploy, but I'm also thinking that like,
You know?
you have like, and it was only in Austin though.
Okay. Like,
You have just shitty dudes that like will.
yeah, I
Yeah.
understand why, like, I think it's dumb that they got pissed. They don't need to get pissed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then again, it's in Austin.
Yeah.
People get pissed about everything. I don't have a problem with it. I'm totally fine that they did an all-female viewing. I don't give a shit. Like,
I think that's I think that was an interesting.
Well, a
thing.
It's
woman
an
did
interesting
direct
way
the
to
movie
do it,
too, which
but,
is
like-
so I think it's just part of the thing of like
And it wasn't.
Yeah.
That was the thing about Wonder Woman. It wasn't like everyone was worried it was gonna be feminism.
No, I wasn't worried about that
yeah,
at all.
like, I wouldn't
wasn't
care.
at all. Like I had no like if it was whatever more power. to
Right?
it.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. I just want to know, like, do they have a reason they did an all-women's viewing? Like, was there an actual reason to it? Or did they just want to be like, power to the women, you all get your own individual viewing, kind of screw off to men thing? Or, like...
No, I don't think it had anything to do with that.
I think it's because
I
it's
want to
just
know
like
why.
I really don't give a shit about it. Like, it doesn't affect me.
Yeah,
like,
I-
Yeah.
do what you want.
I don't have a problem they did it, or that they didn't do it, or whatever. I just want to understand why.
My feelings on all this stuff is the same feelings that I have throughout most of my life, which is like, if it doesn't involve me, I don't care, and you can do whatever you want.
Okay, and this is the tagline that it says. Alamo Draft like announcing Wednesday that it would host women's only screening for the new Wonder Woman film. Apologies, gentlemen, but we're embracing our girl power and saying no guys allowed for one special night at the Alamo Ritz. The theater wrote it on its site, and we say people who identify as women only. I mean it. Everyone working at this screening venue, staff, projectionist, culinary team will be female. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No.
I think it's
I mean, cool.
That's fine.
It's
Yeah.
like, it's basically just like an equivalent of like having like a girls' night out. or-
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's
Yeah,
neat,
that's what
yeah.
it was. Like, it was just a girls' night out.
But that's
like,
neat, yeah.
Okay.
But you have shitty dudes.
Oh, of course you do.
You have like the Jacob Newcombs of the world. That
Do you
will, like,
know
but-
the world that we live in right
Yeah.
now? Of course, there's going to
Yeah.
be people bitching
Yeah.
about it.
There's gonna be people bitching, but I'm gonna sound like an ass about this. But what if there was an all male viewing?
Of Wonder Woman? Yeah, that'd be
That'd
weird
be
to
weird.
me.
No,
That would be weird to me.
like
That would be weird
a
to me.
strong male role, like
there's mostly
like
strong.
Deadpool. What if Deadpool was
But I
slightly
think-
more
but I
masculine
think-
and they did a all male viewing and
Well,
no
if
women
your-
allowed?
but your demographic is technically for movies and shit. Is those kind of movies is for males.
Men.
So like they're
Yeah.
predominantly male anyways. Like unless they're bringing their fucking girlfriends because they're gonna eat them out like, after the movie.
I don't know. My wife
Deadpool-
saw it 3 times in the theater. I saw it once.
With Deadpool?
Yeah.
Well, that I mean, like I'm just talking about in general, like action, like if you were like an all-man screaming to Die Hard, I don't think any woman is gonna be sad that they didn't see the new fucking Die Hard.
They should
I
do
don't
that because
know.
I really love Die
But
Hard.
like, that's what I'm
Yes.
saying though. Like
You'd
you
be cut
wouldn't
in,
think that
motherfucker.
some men would be pissed,
I
but
would.
there are extremists that get pissed.
But that's the thing, they get like you. I knew this was this was gonna get backfire right away.
Oh yeah,
Like,
because there are assholes out there, so it's
that
obviously
thing
gonna
that, like,
backfire.
he's like, well, I deserve the right, like, because you have the right as a man to go see a movie, even though it
Like,
says girls.
Just
night.
go see it on another night.
Right?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
It's on a Wednesday night. Who the fuck goes to a movie on a Wednesday
Right?
night, anyways? Though.
They probably realized it was gonna have backlash, and put it on like one of their least busy nights, anyways.
I don't. I go on a Thursday or Friday.
I'm hardcore fucking judging you right now, Jay. Do you go to movies on Wednesdays?
Whatever.
He goes to Taco Bell once a week too, so fuck him.
I go to Taco Bell 3 times a week. So
What is wrong with your
I
boy?
love me some T-Bell.
Oh my
no,
God.
His Wednesday night
Sponsor
consists
us,
of him
please.
sadly sitting in a table with people playing Cyberpunk D&D.
All right, fuck you. Fuck off. That looks cool as shit.
We're on hiatus at the moment because we gotta read some more rules and figure some more stuff out.
Oh, they're on hiatus.
They're on
They're
I'm
on
looking
hiatus.
through the Shadowrun book and it looks awesome.
Yeah.
So screw off.
I mean, I played the Shadowrun video game on the 360.
Like the rules are really convoluted. They're
Is
just
this a video
small.
game?
Yeah,
the
man, it was
rules
a
look
360
convoluted
launch
as
title was
fuck.
the shit.
It's an old.
Yeah.
This is older than a video game, but like it just rules are just really convoluted.
Wait, so is that the video game?
No,
No.
that came first.
First.
video games based
video
off
game.
it.
Video
It's,
game is based off it. and
What
it's
was
funny as shit.
Shadowrun?
It's basically a steampunky
Like the video game.
Oh,
It was
That's-
an
that's
online
cyberpunk.
only
Yeah.
first-person shooter,
yeah.
Okay.
and it was fun as shit.
All right. Okay. Whatever. That's cool. Man. And the second news story, the only reason I want to get this up is just because like I get really sick of like I love. Before I said it, I love my country. It's a great country for the most part.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Max.
He loves his country. And
Go. Why don't you go marry it? You love it so much.
They haven't made that legal yet because we can't get gays to get married. I'm pretty sure I can't get married to my country.
I bet you if you talk to a fucking governor, they would totally allow polygamy if you were to marry the country.
God damn it.
No, the other article I wanted to bring up, and this is just like because it just bothered me.
Is it NPR one?
No, what there was an
The
NPR.
Austin mayor.
No.
Oh.
Okay, no.
Fox News complained that the reason they didn't like I understand I have my complaints on Wonder Woman. They didn't like the Wonder Woman movie enough because there wasn't enough America.
Here's the thing I said about that when Kien said this to me. I said that she isn't American anyways, so why the fuck would the movie have America, like,
Because
patriotism in it?
Steve
Because-
Trevor is a British
Yeah.
American, but she's a British spy.
Well, I was gonna say
Yeah.
because like I don't know, there was a more Americanized version with Linda.
yeah,
There
in
wasn't
the
a more
70s,
Americanized version.
But this is
Yeah.
World War
Ooh.
One. That like America really wasn't a big part of it to the sinking of the Lusitania.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the part where they're in, America played very select roles in it. It was very much just Europe
European
fighting.
war.
It was a Europe fucking power grab. It's all it
Yeah.
fucking was.
Tell you what, Fox, you want more America? Go watch fucking Captain America. All right,
Right.
that movie's already out there.
If you want more America, we got that.
Oh,
There's
Saving
plenty of
Private
TV
Ryan. There we
shows,
go.
there's plenty of movies that are America wins, America kicks ass, America.
Team America.
And,
Fucking
like,
Independence Day and Independence Day again.
And, like-
America.
No, I
And,
think
like,
If that's what you want, you got it.
No, no, Team
And like,
America.
like,
That's what it is.
like this is what
The
this is
movie.
what I've always said. Like, no matter what side of the spectrum you fall upon, whether you're Republican or a Democrat or conservative or a liberal, either way, you have to admit that there are things in this country that we need to work on and progress and get better at.
Yeah.
Because there are things that we are so far behind the rest of the world on when it comes to not only just morality lies, but other areas as well.
Education.
Yeah.
I went to school to be a teacher for like 3 years. We have fallen so far behind, I want to shoot people. I'm a pacifist.
I'm going to like okay.
I'm
We're not
a
getting into
pacifist.
politics. We're not getting into politics, but I want to end with if you're one of those reviewers and you go at the end of Wonder Woman and says that it makes me want to be a better person.
We already talked about
Yeah,
this.
I know.
You can fuck right off.
You can fuck right
Right.
on. Like your decent humanity is relied on a movie or a TV
Just
show.
be a better person. If
Yeah.
the movie wants you to be a better person, you are obviously a shitty person.
Like
Shit,
for
they found me out.
like for me.
We know you were shitty.
For
Jake.
me, and this I think this is just pointing out to like all the shitty nerds. By that I mean Jacob Newcombs of the world.
Oh.
That
Are we really just
Yeah,
getting
he
to
has
that
become
point
a
that we're
turd.
just
Yeah.
dropping his name
He's
now
just-
without
yeah,
a care?
fuck it. He's never gonna listen to this.
Or if he does, fuck you.
Yeah, like they're just these petty dudes. Like to end the guys' night conversations, there's just these petty dudes that haven't been laid forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I sound like an asshole sometimes.
Well,
he is an asshole.
we're all assholes.
I'm an asshole,
To
but
various
like,
degrees.
most of the time,
I'm pretty sure
doing
Jay's
it.
the biggest asshole of
See,
them all after today.
Here's the
so-
thing: most of the time, I'm doing
Nah.
it in our sarcastic manner,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
I really don't mean it.
We're pretty sarcastic about our douchebaggery, but
Sometimes
Like-
people aren't very sarcastic about their douchebaggery, are they, Jay?
Jay.
I don't know. It's
Jay's just like, what sarcasm? I always mean it.
Yeah.
Fire
Yeah.
explodes in his eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Loogies were thrown. Markers were used. You know.
America.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did
So-
you just Murica that? I want to hate you.
So this has
Brian,
been our.
throw something at him
This
for
has
me,
been
please.
our podcast. This has been.
Oh, like a
Oh
beer
my God, you got it
everywhere.
perfect.
All right. Bye.